going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the channel, and we're here today for a new episode of the San Diego Chargers flashback rebuild here in Madden 21. Now, we're coming off of not the best couple years, especially when you understand that, we have 2 Super Bowl titles, and we're in search of our third. Do we have 3? Like, this has been a little bit longer than expected to get through this year. We might have, I think we have 2. We have 2 Super Bowl titles, for sure, with Philip Rivers. And we're still looking for 3 while we have Rivers where he's at, right? He's still playing at a fairly high level. We have what we think will be his potential successor in Dak Prescott, who maybe surprisingly only has, a star depth trait. Probably could argue maybe there's a superstar there. But then again, 5th round pick, 4th round pick, whatever it was, maybe a star is a generous spot. And he's got to earn the rest once he becomes an eventual starter. So we are here in the 2017 NFL Draft, and I led it to you guys to understand and give me a direction as to where we should go in this draft. And these were all over the place. This was easily the most undecisive comment section for a draft. Literally, there was like 10 different suggestions, all kind of made sense. But I decided to go with this one to build up the offensive line. Also, a lot of suggestions to potentially trade Philip Rivers. But it's almost like one of those things that we trade Philip Rivers at this point for like a 2nd or 3rd round pick. Like, is there a target that we really want? Let's see the market right now for Philip Rivers. I feel like that's fair. Like, can we get, a first for Philip Rivers kind of deal? Like, is there a team out there that's crazy enough to pay a 1st round pick for Philip Rivers? We got a green from Miami. Do they still have their first? It's already gone. We got green from New England. They don't have a first. Oh, how fitting. All these teams that don't have 1st round picks are the teams that are like, hey, you know what? Are we talking about a 2nd rounder here? We get out. Yeah, so I don't know. It's not really, I don't think, in the cards right now to trade Philip Rivers. Even though I do understand that it's just going to be another year of burnt development for Dak Prescott. But we're going to build the offensive line. I think that was easily the best call at this given spot, even though there's really good talent at running back. Obviously, we have Melvin Gordon, who still have a hell of a running back, a hell of a ceiling. So I think Ryan Ramczyk is the selection here, just to get younger on the offensive line. So there we go. And he is number 12 in true value. 78 overall with a hidden dev trait. Scheme fit agile. I didn't know that we were going to get that one. But, I mean, unbelievable offensive lineman. Has been very, very good for the New Orleans Saints in real life ever since he got drafted. And that is a franchise tackle, if I've ever seen one, for the San Diego Chargers. Take that suggestion to heart. We're going to continue to build the offensive line. We have Dan Feeney, who actually, in real life, got drafted by the San Diego Chargers. He went in the 3rd round, but most people had him as the top guard in the draft. So I have no qualms about drafting him in the 2nd round. We get the 1st round talent. The top skills look good. And we're reuniting another player that hopefully can have a better second chance at things here with the Chargers, because so far in his career, it's been incredibly underwhelming, and he's set to be a free agent and not get re-signed. And he comes in 76 normal. It's a very good rating. Again, these are their accurate, actual rookie ratings from Madden 18. And Dan Feeney, number 28 in true value, getting him at 51 continually, just to let's reestablish this offensive line, get younger at every single spot if possible. Draft recap time. Very happy with the draft, man. We got Ryan Ramczyk, Dan Feeney. Then we just finished up the draft. We got Nazir Jones, backup nose tackle. He was still a 71 overall here in the 3rd round. That's a very good pick. I think he got picked by the Seahawks in real life. Grover Stewart, who really had a breakout year like this year with the Colts. Another just going depth nose tackle. He's 66 with a hidden dev trait. So that's going to be pretty interesting going forward, what his ceiling could potentially develop into here in San Diego. We got Bucky Hodges at tight end, depth tight end. Chase Roulier at center, backup center, 68 though. Man, look at the rating, 67, 68. Ricky Seals-Jones will be our 4th tight end. He's a 68. And then we finish with one of the best two-way players, probably the only two-way player in the NFL, Patrick Reichard, who's a fullback and a tackle for the Baltimore Ravens. We need a fullback, want to get a fullback in the offense. Hasn't felt the same since Mike Tolbert left. I'm very happy. This is an A-tier draft. This is as good as it gets. So here's how we start the season. I'm pretty sure Philip Rivers is only on a 1-year deal. So this could just be his last year. We let him ride off into the sunset. We don't trade him. We don't do this, guys. if we put him up on the trade block, let's see what kind of value you get. The trades are always terrible, man. Like, we're gonna oh, we'll give you a 5th round pick for a guy that Phillip Rivers had 38 touchdowns last year. But yeah, we'll have Dak probably ride the bench this season unless we get a really good trade off. Like, if I get a 1st for Rivers, I'll trade it. If I get like a good 2, I'll consider it. But this is how our squad lines up. No crazy changes or anything like that. We got Ramchick here. I'm actually thinking, I mean, Cliff Bowling's not 81-28. Yeah, we'll just have Ramchick learn at offensive tackle there. Not throw him into the wolves. And yeah, same with Feeney. Both these guys. It just sucks that our O-line's good and we're future-proofing it. We're just not going to get a lot of impact from our rookies this year. Defensively, no crazy changes from last year. I'm still really, really hoping for Shaq Barrett or Quan Alexander go up a dev trait. But until that happens, I'm happy with it. We'll actually kick over. No, go on. We gotta have Snacks Harrison there. Xavier Howard go on the outside as well. Superstar dev 80. Cromartie is getting old, man. He is regressing. He's a 33 veteran. This might be his final chance. Same with Phillip Rivers and a Super Bowl title. Our team's good, though. We are a very good team. 88 overall. 88s across the board. Should be primed for, at minimum, a playoff berth. And at maximum, that Super Bowl title. I've been waiting for like a good time to hop in and get our game today. We're awful. 2-6. 2-6. This is just one of those, like, we'll play this one because of this. We have a breakout scenario for Kelvin Benjamin, and we all know the memes, right? We all know we've taken chances on 2 busts for sure. Taylor Mays panned out. Kelvin Benjamin on the work, and I know if I hop in, we force feed him. 3 touchdowns, 150 yards receiving. Doable. Very doable. So it gives us at least something to play for, even though this year looks like it's going completely down the drain. We can get Kelvin Benjamin up to a superstar dev. That'd be pretty good. I mean, here's a quick look at him. He's an 86 scheme fit at this point. Bulked up. Everyone knows about his bulk up season a couple episodes ago. 6'5", 270. 26 years old, 87 speed, 92 catching, 88 catching traffic. And with the pass blocking all up in the 60s is looking a little bit better. But I think the big question, I think the at this point it's a lost year. It's time. It's time to begin that transition. So we're gonna hop in week 10 at home, divisional rival Denver Bronco, with a dev trait scenario on the line for our boy Thick King, Kelvin Benjamin, and we're giving Dak Prescott his first start as the quarterback of the San Diego Chargers. Contracts though. Might as well get into this. Squeeze in some contracts here. We got Keenan Allen, absolutely. Re-sign you. Want more money? What an asshole. Allen Robinson, absolutely. Re-sign you. Velda here. He's going to hold on to his rating fairly well. Give him a 2-year deal. He wants a little bit more money, of course. But just to be clear, Phillip Rivers is a free agent. And I think now is just a perfect time. Just we'll let him go, man. If another team wants to take a gamble, sure. If not, sure. At this point, Marcus McNeil, we can let him walk and begin the process with Ryan Ramchick. Same could be said here for Clint Bowling. We could just go with the flow here of Dan Feeney, our 2nd-round pick from that 2017 draft. We'll have fresh young faces starting on the left-hand side. Let's get Kelvin Benjamin re-signed before we hopefully get him to go up a dev trait. Get him locked in until he's 30. So yeah, we'll get Velda here back, see if we can get him on a 2-year deal, and 100% Keenan Allen will be getting re-signed as well. Now, let's hop into the game against the Denver Broncos and see what we can do on offense. All right, Dakota Rain. Priority 1 is Benjamin the dev trade, not the win. So let's get some chemistry going here with your safety net option. We got to get him a $150. 3 touchdowns, $150. Another play, 2nd play in a row that's designed to go to Kelvin Benjamin. I like that Norv Turner's on the same page of getting Kelvin this dev. Oh my God, he's wide open down the middle of the field. That's a good ball from Dak Prescott early and often to Kelvin Benjamin, 42 yards. 3rd and 8, field goal range. Don't risk it. You're looking at the linebackers here. This is not a great matchup for Kelvin Benjamin because the linebackers can drop back into coverage. They're talented. But if we could see him early, it's a risky ball. Great coverage play there. 53-yarder Cody Parkey. No double doinks. Get it up and get it in. Oh, that looks good. 53. Old Man Rivers with the hold. Chargers get the lead. Oh, beast. Oh, one-hander, Calvin Benjamin. Dakota Rain feels good. Feel good having that little bit. You know what it is, though? Because, like, I wasn't good. Elvis Doomerville getting the sack. Old Man Doomerville there. It's because I'm such fully committed to NCAA right now. Like, and when I play with the UNLV, you know, it's you're scrambling for your life every play. O-line sucks. So, like, the fact that, like, when I play this, such a stark contrast to quarterback Phillip Rivers, my mind is still, like, the muscle memory of playing as the UNLV Rebels and having just bail on every single play. It doesn't translate well when your quarterback is Phillip Rivers. But when your quarterback's Dak Prescott, you can do a little bit more of those things that I've been doing with Justin Rogers with UNLV. So I think that's going to be a little bit easier as long as these two series will be overlapping on the channel. It's a hell of a tackle. Who is this? Who is 58? He's already made like 3 or 4 plays. That Manti Te'o? It is Manti Te'o. Fake girlfriend and all. Big time TFL there. Like this catch. Oh, he's a freak. Calvin Benjamin. I literally think all of our catches have gone to him so far. What's he at? Can I get a stat check? He's feeling it. Like, I know that 116, he either has all of them or 95% of them. I don't know if we have a completion. We have a completion to Allen Robinson. So we're going to be at least around 70, 80 yards for Kelvin. Oh, this will be a quick one. I think that we're going to gamble that edge rusher is going to pressure us. And if we get this out quick enough, it's going to be a touchdown, Kelvin. Hey, let's go, baby. That's Dak's first touchdown. There's Dakota Rain's first NFL touchdown right there. And we get the ball, buck 07 to try to get some more points. Oh, go for it, kid. Go for it, kid. Go for it, kid. Allen Robinson. AR-12. Big time grab. Man, I'm liking Dak. I'm a fan of Dak. I don't hate Dak. I don't like him because of certain teams he plays for, but I certainly don't hate him. And that's about as good of a review you'll get from me for a Dallas Cowboy player. Oh, that's... Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Keenan Allen's like a 97 overall X Factor. I think he should be coming down with those fitty balls. Oh, wow, Dak. They did you dirty. Draft class guys did Dak dirty with that speed. I gotta go in. Hell, draft class guy. Me. I made the updated ratings. Dak is got a little bit more juice than that. Let's go. Same thing, Calvin Benjamin. See if we, as long as that linebacker doesn't drop back to his left, this could be like a quick strike touchdown. It's absolutely not that. Keenan Allen? Oh, no, Dak. You're so slow, but you know. That's not a touchdown, and the clock zeros. Garbage. Elementary, we had 8 for 138. Need 150. We're getting close. We need like 1 or 2 catches, and we'll get him that dev trade. Oh, we got it. 9 for 150. Superstar dev trait achieved. Now let's get the dub. Oh, that's actually a little bit underthrown, a little bit short from Dak Prescott. 3rd and 5. Keenan Allen. Now we can use our weapons. Now we're not just, blinders on the thick boy king. There we go. Good grab. Hey, Jay Crowder. Jamison Crowder, one of the most underrated slot wide receivers in the NFL, gets the go-ahead score. Our defense does absolutely nothing. Goddamn. How did that happen? I'm going to need to see a replay if this is not a flag on us. I've never seen a miss throw so bad. That felt animation-based. I'd love to just see. Let's see what this penalty is. If it's a hold, which it looks like. Okay, let's see this pick. I just got to see how this ball leaves Dak Prescott's hands. Because clearly, we saw what we were going for. We were going for the throw right close to Kelvin. Okay, look, the trajectory looks good. Look, that ball is going to the 40. That's going right where the 40 is. And scripting is 100% real. Look at the ball. That ball, that's where it's going. 100%. That ball, there's no way this ball is going there. Okay. There we go. Let's just get a quick score. Maybe there's a chance we can come back. Dak Prescott, either way, having a hell of a debut. Okay. We win this. Oh. As long as they're not baiting us, we might have a chance to get behind the defense. They're not. That's all a blitz. Why do we target the shortest guy? Everyone else literally went the worst option. Oh! Defense gets a stop. Let's go. Try it again. PA cross just like it's Madden 19. PI. Move up the field a little bit with that PI. Over. Man, I'd like my big-bodied guys to go up and make a big-bodied play. You know? That a little too much to ask. The fix was in with that first interception. The fix was in. Madden is frauds. And so are the Denver Broncos. I guess we didn't get the dev trait. That's a robbery. That's fraud. I didn't click the thing, the story, to talk about it, and then it won't give him the dev trait. Like, if you didn't click the story, it wouldn't. And then when you go to manual, actually, I know what I'm doing. Because when I try to manually do it, because we know we hit it, it gives you this bullshit, glitchy, stupid fucking Madden bullshit. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn off. I should be able to turn off this feature and just give my guy the dev trait that he deserves. God, this game is awful. Right, I should be able to. Breakout. Okay, I want 80 and 55. Clearly, lifting the desired limits should be able to give our guy a dev trait that we properly get. I shouldn't have to click anything for his dev trait to be properly applied because we achieved the in-game scenario. But now that I've adjusted through the game settings in Madden 21, the requirements for the maximum of Superstar and Superstar X Factor players, I therefore am going in with Kelvin Benjamin to adjust his dev trait to the Superstar that he earned. And f*** this game, man! Fuck this game! So bad! Finish the year. Oh, God. I don't even want to play this. 4-12, last place in the West. So we're going to have a great draft pick. Just good. Don't care about any of these guys. Our squad, we had no hidden devs outside of Ryan Ramchick and I think Grover Stewart. Ramchick started up to an 83. This looks good. That's looking great, especially because McNeil was a free agent. Grover Stewart started got a long ways to go, but we have him on the depth chart. Who knows where his ceiling is going to be over the next 3 years, the final 3-ish years of this rebuild. Statistically speaking, how Dak Prescott finished the year. Well, Philip Rivers, ooh, my God. They pretty much played like the same amount of games. It's a little bit rough for Dak, but he's our guy going forward. No 1,000 yards for Melvin Gordon. 1,000 on the dot for Kelvin Benjamin, who absolutely got robbed by the frauds that made this game. 89 star. Rest of the stats aren't great. Ain't amazing. Interceptions, we got 3 from Quan. So that's good for him, actually. He's been a guy on the defensive side of the ball. It's been a little bit underwhelming in terms of development. So maybe this is the kick in the ass that he needs. 91 tackles, 10 TFLs, 3.5 sacks, 3 picks. Looks good. 13 sacks for Leonard Williams. Sean Merriman, a goddamn shell of his former self. Still second on the team. Yearly awards, MVP went to Jake Locker. Cool. I like seeing interesting new names at the top of that list every now and again. For our Chargers, I don't think we're going to have anyone. Maybe kicker. Not even a kicker. No individual awards. Complete mulligan of a year. Let's go into free agency, and let's ultimately figure out, with the surprise without looking at the standings, did we do enough to secure the number 1 pick? I don't think so. I think we're probably number 2 or number 3, because I remember we played the Jags like week 15, and they still didn't win a game. Maybe potentially surprising news, Sean Merriman. Lights out, calling it quits, hanging the cleats up after 13 years. Thank you for your service. My favorite Charger of all time. We had a free agency with like $40+ million worth of salary cap. And while I'm incredibly intrigued about Jay Cutler, you know, how good he was for us way back when in the Chicago Bears flashback franchise, just spending a little bit of money here for depth. I'm looking at DeAnthony Thomas. He's a scheme fit, star dev, running back, only 25. I think he can come in and be a nice option to complement Melvin Gordon. A little bit more of a receiving threat. Hey, Will Lutz, a kicker. Star dev kicker, only 24, no other bids on him. We don't have any kicker on the roster. We let Cody Parkey walk in free agency. So let's just be a little bit humble in here and save that much more money to potentially resign our free agents next offseason. Also have an option to pick up the 5th-year option on Leonard Williams, who's X Factor. Probably one of our best picks. I think him and Taylor Mays have probably been our best picks of this rebuild. So absolutely going to pick up the 5th-year option for him. As now, next up is the 2018 draft. The 2018 draft, we have the number 3 pick. Let's just see what the board is. Maybe we'll be able to make this selection. Sooner than later. Baker Mayfield went 1st overall. 2nd overall, the Detroit Lions. They got Bradley Chubb out of NC State. So we sit here, pick 3. Neither one of those guys I don't think were our option. Maybe Bradley Chubb could have been on our board. But looking at our team right now, our first 2 picks from last year are going to be our starting left tackle and left guard. We could get younger at right tackle and right guard, but you're not going to really burn the 3rd overall pick on a guy that most likely won't start as a rookie. I think looking at this, offensively, we're good if we believe in Dak Prescott. We'll look at the quarterback board. You know, there should be some guys there actually, but I probably think let's just make this the Dak Prescott rebuild. But I don't know, maybe we could be swayed at quarterback. Beyond that, you know, D tackle, Kendrick Ellis, 89, he's 30. I suppose we could get an absolute playmaker at corner. Now that I think about it, corner could be pretty big. Given the fact that Cromartie is 34, we have Xavier Howard. You know, the normal dev look is a little less than flattering for Housley. Also, edge rusher. Getting a stand-up edge rusher though to fit our scheme. So there goes Bradley Chubb, pick right before us. He could have been an interesting fit there for our team. But at pick 3, I think this is the draft. They got Derwin James in real life in this draft. And we're looking at this as quarterbacks. There are quarterbacks here. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Sam Darnold, Josh Rosen. I mean, that's going to be a good one sometime. Eventually, we're going to be a team, and we're going to draft Josh Rosen. We're going to try to turn around. Same with Sam Darnold. Well, I don't think it's time to draft a quarterback here. You know, when you look on the offensive line, we talked about that right-hand side. Mike McGlinchey could be a right tackle. Colton Miller, Isaiah Wynn. Isaiah Wynn in particular could also be a guard on that right-hand side. Quentin Nelson is there. Oh. The one time a guard would actually make sense as a 3rd pick. I'll say right now, we're tabbing it. Quentin Nelson, so far, is the number 1 pick for us. You're looking at guys who can fit as an edge rusher for our scheme. Marcus Davenport, I'm not picking him over Quentin Nelson. Inside the defensive line, Vita Vea, that could be... I'm not going to be able to make this pick. This got to come to you because Vita Vea could be a better long-term option to finish out this rebuild than going with the veteran Kendrick Ellis. Darius Leonard's there. We know he's not a speed rusher, though. Let's be honest. I'm not going to draft Darius Leonard to be a speed rusher because he's not a speed rusher. He's 210 pounds. Even though it says he's 230, he's like 215 in real life. None of these guys are edge rushers outside of Lorenzo Carter. You're not going to draft that in the 1st round at 3rd pick. We could, in the corner discussion, Denzel Ward, Jair Alexander on the board. Absolutely makes sense. Minkah Fitzpatrick, Derwin James. I mean, that's just getting younger at the position, and I get the idea around reuniting Derwin James with the Chargers, especially with injuries turned off. But I think this is our board here, fellas. And I'm going to have to de facto to you guys. Where do we go? Obviously, the value would be coming with one of the corners, I think, just because you don't really value a guard as a top 5 pick. So Denzel Ward and or Jair Alexander absolutely can be the successor to Antonio Cromartie on the outside at corner. Vita Vea and Quentin Nelson are more niche picks that if you guys get behind it, absolutely, I have no problem passing over a corner to get either Vita Vea or Quentin Nelson because I'm such big fans and these guys are such beasts. There's no real bad player available here. Anyone that we pick will be very important for our team going forward. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. I can't make this decision. I think if it was up to me, I don't know. I can't even give you guys where I'm leaning. If it's up to me, I would say this. If it's up to me, Vita Vea would be last. He'd be the last one because it's a nose tackle. It'd be between Quentin Nelson and one of the corners. But I'm going to leave it to you guys in the comment section below. I'm going to go get ready for an NBA Top Shot pack drop in 8 minutes time. So let me know in the comment section below where we should go in the 2018 draft with the 3rd pick. Now we got Dak Prescott at quarterback, and we're kind of in that transitionary phase where we're not in a rebuild because we have a lot of good young talent, but also some of our old players, they're long in the tooth. No more Phillip Rivers. Sean Merriman just retired. Antonio Cromartie's getting up there in age. Same with Mo Wilkerson and our nose tackle. So let me know in the comment section below who we should draft, and the best suggestion will be included in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. We'll be back tomorrow with UNLV, and I'm hoping for the weekend, just because we're in a pattern of UNLV flashback. We will be having a new NCAA revamped rebuild coming, hopefully for the weekend, and also my draft content that is right now exclusively on my Patreon. Tonight, tomorrow, my tight end rankings will be posted, but I'm going to start carrying some of those over onto YouTube. We'll start with the quarterbacks. That might be next week. I'm just kind of hoping to wait till the pro days because a lot of players, athletically speaking, I got to get some testing numbers. The pro days don't even start till a week from now. So I'm probably going to wait till the pro days start putting out draft content here on YouTube. But if you don't want to wait that long, I think the lowest tier, $5 tier, the second lowest tier on my Patreon gets all access to my draft content. You can go check that out. We almost have 100 Patreons, so I appreciate everybody that has been reaching out and supporting me over there. And I hope you guys have been enjoying the draft content. But that does it for me today, guys, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with, I'm sure, what's going to be an interesting UNLV Rebel series after how yesterday's episode. If you haven't seen yesterday's UNLV series and you haven't been watching, maybe you're not interested in just go watch it. You want to see the worst loss, worst sim bullshit of all time? Even worse than this Kelvin Benjamin dev trade scenario? Goddamn frauds, EA dev team. Go watch that video from yesterday. Thanks for watching and peace out.